Hey, oh, it's MJ. It's Monday, which makes it 2 days, or more like a day, since the saving premiere, and it's taken about until now for the whole reality of the situation to actually truly sink in, and I'd say it actually probably sunk in about 4 Sunday morning, and it was literally the most amazing experience of my life, and the memories and everything. It's kind of all a blur at this moment, and thankfully we got the whole thing on video, and I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it again because it was amazing, and there are certain moments that really stick out in my head, but it's just all kind of an emotional blur. But just there were about 260 people there, and they piled in the auditorium and into the theater, and we did it, and I can officially call myself a filmmaker now. And I guess I could have before, but this kind of it feels like the deal is sealed. There's no going back, and it's not like I would want to. I'm a my costume designer said once you get hooked on film, you can't get off. It's like a drug, and it's true. And this is one thing I don't really have a problem being addicted to. And so it went really, really well. The audience's response was amazing. They loved the film. It was totally surreal to see the film that I had been working on for so long up on the big screen. Everything sounded perfect. The soundtrack was amazing. The editing was just gorgeous, and I think people's expectations were definitely exceeded in the sense of I think they were all expecting a student short film, and to a certain extent, of course, it was. Um, but it was also a student short film with a bunch of professionals who came onto the project and worked their hardest. And I'm not gonna make any qualms about the production value. It looked like a film that was made for $3,700, but it was one good looking short film. And the feedback I kept getting was people watched it and it left them wanting more. More of the characters, more of what's going on, wanted to understand how this story came about, what the characters' backgrounds are, how they ended up together. So I'm fiddling with the idea, and I've talked to several of my cast and crew and a lot of other people in the industry of doing a feature film version, and using the same cast and the same core crew, and because as far as I'm concerned, we've already got the backstory. If any of you guys have watched my vlogs for long enough, you know we've developed other stories, like even with the session, with the S. Matthews sessions and all of that. But back to the premiere, it was. There aren't really words to describe it. Like, I know that probably comes off sounding really cliche, but anyone who has ever stepped on a stage to give a speech before their film premieres, and every single person in the audience stands up to give you a standing ovation for it felt like just minutes on end. Um, it was nothing short of magical. Like, I don't even know how better to describe it. And the thing that really touched me was we had a young lady speak who's a dear friend of mine. Her name is Emily Riley, and she told about her story and her 3 different suicide attempts. And if any of you guys have seen the trailer, you've seen that we were shooting in a parking garage. And I found out after the premiere, when she got off the stage after giving her story, and I was in tears and everything, and she told me her second attempt, she knew exactly where and when she was going to do it. And it was on the exact parking garage at the exact place we shot. We shot Skies Fall, or Her Jump, and that just it gave me goosebumps. Like, it was everything for this film. That was that whole location was rewrite 3 days before we were supposed to shoot the film. And it just all fell into place, and it still blows my mind just to have all the people there and just everyone's support, and it just came off without a hitch. And I'll definitely be blogging about it when I'm able to pull my thoughts together. But this is just, I can't wait to post the video to show you guys so you can be there and understand what went on and just how it was just, I'm running out of things to say because I don't think I'm doing a very good job of capturing accurately what that whole evening meant to everyone who was there. And I'll end with this. The whole point of the saving, besides it being a student short film and being something that was my passion and it was my senior project, and now it's opened up a whole range of career options for me. I was asked a couple days ago to PMD for a film, and just apparently because marketing is something I'm relatively good at. But the whole backbone of the film was to open up a dialogue about the fact that suicide is something that people deal with every day, and you have to talk about it. You can't ignore it. And there were people who opened up to me and had stories that they told about things that they struggled with suicide. And some of the comments I got was, my husband doesn't even know this. My family isn't aware of this, that this almost went down. And it's the first time they've ever talked about it with anyone. And those are the kind of moments that make all the struggle and all the heartache, and I'm really attempting not to cry at this point, makes it all worth it, and just shows me the power of film and what it's all capable of. And it just continues to drive me on and just makes everything so much sweeter. The fact that I made a film that has already impacted people's lives, and I couldn't have done it without my cast and my crew and just the support of everyone who's been behind this film. So thank you guys so much, and I will definitely be vlogging again soon, and I'll keep you up to date on all that's going on. When we're gonna get the DVDs out, we're gonna have a 24-hour online viewing of the film next Saturday, so that all of the people who weren't able to be there can at least watch it a couple times and get a good feel for it. So we're gonna have it posted for 24 hours, and then we're gonna take it off. And so tell all your friends who didn't get to see it, so they've got an opportunity to see the film. And then it like I said in my speech, it's sky's the limit. We're gonna go for it and see what happens. So I will be back on very shortly. Thanks so much. And we made a movie, yo.